Discussing factors affecting the performance of simple VCR cycle. So our first is effect of suction pressure on performance of VCR cycle. So suction pressure will be this, or evaporator pressure. So here first we will discuss about effect of decreasing the suction pressure from P1 to P1 prime. So here we have reduced the suction pressure in this way. So what has happened here? Decrease in refrigeration effect. How? Because now if you see, carefully, the distance of 4 to 1 and focus on distance between 4 prime to 1 prime, then the length of this line has reduced as we reduce the suction pressure. That is, P here the refrigeration effect has been reduced. That is, the distance between this 4 prime 1 prime is lesser than the distance of 4 and 1. So there is a reduction in refrigeration effect. Second is increase in compressor work. How? Because the compressor work is this 1 2 2, and here it is this. So if you see carefully, because of the diverging nature of the isentropic lines, the distance of 1 prime to 2 prime is more than the distance of 1 to 2. That is, the compressor work has increased, and the suction, there is an increase in the specific volume of suction vapor. So because of this, the net effect is to reduce the COP and capacity of refrigeration system for the same amount of refrigeration flow. So the conclusion is here that as we reduce the evaporator pressure, it will reduce the performance of cycle. Now the next condition is effect of delivery or condenser pressure. So that is the second case, this second figure here. So if we see, our original condenser pressure was this, and we have increased the condenser pressure here. So what happens because of this? So if you see, previously we were having the refrigeration effect up to this. This was our previous refrigeration effect with our usual cycle, and once we increased this condenser pressure, the refrigeration effect has been reduced. So because of this, there is a reduction in refrigeration effect, and the compressor work has been increased, because initially it was only up to 122, and now here, because of increase in condenser pressure, the refrigeration effect, the compressor work has been increased to 122 prime. So compressor work has been increased. So here the net effect is COP is reduced compared to the ideal cycle. Why? Because COP is equal to RE upon W compressor. So in both the cases, refrigeration effect is reduced and compressor work has increased. So this will reduce the coefficient of performance. Now this situation arises in summer because the discharge temperature is required in summer is more as compared to winter, and hence the pressure of condenser is also high. So in summer this is the discharge part. So here temperature is more in case of summer, so condenser pressure also increases. So in summer the COP of the same refrigerator will be lesser than that of in winter. So the same is written here, therefore the same machine will give less refrigeration effect in summer. Now the next is effect of evaporator temperature and condenser temperature. So here what we have done is we have reduced the evaporator temperature and increased the condenser temperature. So let us consider 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime, 4 prime, that is our new cycle, when the evaporator temperature decreases from TE to TE prime and the condenser temperature increases from TC to TC prime as shown in the figure. So here, in order to vaporize the refrigerant at lower temperature and condense the refrigerant at higher temperature, we require lower pressure in evaporator. So here, to reduce this evaporator temperature, the pressure of evaporator should be reduced and higher pressure in condenser is required. So condenser pressure is required is higher, which ultimately reduces the refrigeration effect, as we have seen in our previous two cases. So the effect of reducing the evaporator temperature and increasing the condenser pressure is equivalent to reduction in evaporator pressure and increase in condenser pressure. So it will subsequently reduce the refrigeration effect and COP of the cycle. Now our next effect is effect of suction vapor superheat. So here if you see, we have increased here the superheat portion. So there is increase in refrigeration effect. How? Because previously here the refrigeration effect was up to this, and now it has been increased up to this extent. So it is obvious here that there is increase in refrigeration effect. Now here the specific volume also increases. Here specific volume at 1 prime is more than 0.1, so the mass flow rate reduces because both are reciprocal to each other for same displacement volume of compressor. So there are two effects which are happening here. First is what? Increase in refrigeration effect, and second is, so refrigeration effect is increased and the mass flow rate has been reduced for the same displacement volume of compressor. And here also one more thing which is happening is work input to compressor increases due to the diverging nature of isentropic lines. So here WC, that is compressor work, has been increased because of diverging nature of isentropic lines. So the net effect will be decrease of COP. So this will result in decrease of COP and decrease in capacity of refrigeration system for the same amount of refrigerant flow. However, still this is beneficial because it has been ensured that the entire compressor will be functioning in vapor region only. So there will not be any kind of damage to compressor, which happens in case of wet compression. Now our next effect is effect of liquid subcooling. So here, what is subcooling? In liquid, if the liquid refrigerant after the condensation, that is at the point 3, if we see after this condensation is cooled below the saturation temperature before throttling it. So this is we are discussing right now is going from 0.3 to 3 prime. So this is called as subcooling or undercooling. Now how it is done? The process of undercooling is generally done by circulating more quantity of cooling water in the condenser. Okay. Now how it is helpful? Because if you see initially without subcooling, this is the refrigeration effect previously without subcooling, and after subcooling this is the refrigeration effect. So it is clearly seen here that this increase is the refrigeration effect, and thus COP of the system also increases. So subcooling is always desirable, which will increase the performance of our refrigeration cycle.